So for this week's tutorials, you need to create two things. You need to create a colorized image. So basically, you're going to take a picture, either find a black and white picture or take a colored image and make it black and white, and then you're going to add the color back into it. You want to make it look as natural as possible, and it must be of a person. There has to be a person in it, I should say, because we want you to attempt skin tone, because that's more difficult than anything else. Okay, so that's the first image, and I have a video tutorial in which it's the first one after this. That's the first one that you're going to do, and everybody does that. The second image you have to create is a digital illustration, a digital painting. I have three options for you, and I made video tutorials for each of them. You might want to watch all of them just so that you can kind of see, because I kind of cover different things in each one a little bit. But basically, one of them is that you can take a drawing. So like I took a crappy drawing I drew on a piece of paper like this, and then I just took a picture of it with my camera phone, or my phone camera, and I just go in there and I just color behind it, and it looks kind of cartoony, and that's the one, right? So that one's relatively easy. There's another one where you take a photo. So I take a photo of like an aquarium that I had taken, and basically you put it down and then you just paint over top of it and you sample the painting behind it. That is probably the easiest one to do, especially if you're not comfortable with drawing and those sort of things. So if you're trying to just get by, just do that one. And then the other one, which is also the longest but probably the most informative, is the one where I straight up start drawing directly into the computer. So all the lines are drawn in it, all of the paintings done in it, the whole thing. That one's 2 videos. The other 2 are just 1, I believe. So those are your 3 options. So either you're going to do one where you take a drawing, you bring it in and you just paint on it, or paint under it, or you take a photo, and I would suggest doing like a landscape or something like that, and you just paint on the photo itself and basically use the photo as the paint that you're painting. Or the third option is that you just start from scratch with nothing inside of Photoshop, and you draw it and you paint it and you complete it. Okay, so easiest is probably the photo, and then after that, the next easiest is the drawing, and the hardest is the just drawing directly into it. Okay, but you probably need to get something from all of them. So maybe just, even if you don't want to do one of them, maybe just look at it just so you can get an idea of some of the tools and options and things. If you have any questions, just let me know.